We didn't plan for this. No script, no lines, no story. Guess what? We going for it, boys. I am nothing but filthy rags. Nah. I am God. I am energy wrapped in flesh, infinity wrapped in one experience. I am more, or I am just a lowly servant. Nah. I am servant leader in that order, because only the best followers become the greatest leaders, or the best observers have the greatest experiences. Who am I? Matter of fact, who are you? All these identities thrown on me, but who sees thee? Who recognizes their divinity? Too many distractions hindering the truth from glistening, our light from witnessing, our love from healing. We are one, united. Not like it's stated in the Constitution, because our connection supersedes paper. Our identity is energy, and energy is inner me, and inner me is love, and love is patient. So our identity is patience, yet we love instant gratification, only fantasizing about what could be, while X is boxing in our face while they writing books. Of course America not shook. We more predictable than a Tim Duncan look. You know, fresh, pressed jeans. Well, America looking at us just like that. Fresh, pressed jeans. DNA is what they want from us and what they show us. Do not appreciate. Do not authenticate. Do not adhere to the rules. For them is what they, America, says in their actions, yet we need to understand. They operate out of lack. We operate with divinity down our back in our soul. That's why they fear us. However, they are built just like us. So let's not aim our bullets to them, for it's the mentality, the legislation, and the system that we have to bust wide open to let the light in, so that love can truly get to working. One, Ashe, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome to Open Mic at 21. I am your host, Knoxlist. That's Knoxlist. You can find me everywhere under that, if you so care to look, you know what I'm saying? But, just gave you that information. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. This atmosphere is where you can be heard, seen, and given the space to shine like the star that you are. All right? Now, we're all about community, so feel free to connect with one another, because we go further together. You know, you dig. So this is also the co-host, my baby girl, Kenzie. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be holding it down. Hey, y'all. She a little shy, you know what I'm saying? This is her first time. She making her TV debut. So, we're gonna give her some grace. But, this is my co-host for tonight. I do want to let everyone know this is an open mic, all right? The list is open. So, if you have some talents that you previewed for people before we started taping, I'm not going to point no names, point no fingers, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, other people were pointing fingers as well. I'm just saying, the list is open, so you can go ahead, put your name down. You can circle the P next to your name, so I'll call you up to perform. Listen, it's a list 1 through 20. You can put your name anywhere. I'm going to call them in the order, you know what I'm saying, today. So if you put your name at 1, get ready. But you put your name at 20, you know what I'm saying? Just sit tight, you know what I mean? Just sit tight. But yes, please, if you feel so led throughout the night, you just want to say something, you get an unction, a feeling in your gut, go ahead, sign the list, you know what I'm saying? Because the list is open, so is the mic. Now, I do want to let you know, you see these cameras right here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Show them pearly whites, you know what I mean? Show them pearly whites, because we being taped, and Open Mic at 21 regularly airs on Access 21 every 4th Monday of each month at 11 p.m. Now, I know you asking, how in the heck do I see this joint? I'm so glad you asked. So at the front, there is a brochure, and in this brochure, they say it right here, where to watch. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got Spectrum, Channel 21, AT&T Uverse, Channel 99. We also have an Access 21 app. We on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and this is also live streamed and on video demand on our website. What's the website, Knox? I'm so glad that you asked. It's www.tvaccess21.com. Again, www.tvaccess21.com. Yes, 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 yes. We're also on Twitter. We're also on Facebook as well. Instagram. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, tap that follow, add a friend, do what you need to do. Like the page. Do what you need to do. Interact with us. But yes, this will be streamed. This will also be on the YouTube page as well. They post datum, you know what I'm saying? So just go ahead, subscribe, you know what I mean? Hit notification bell, you know what they say. And just, keep tuned in because we are here, like I said, and we regularly air on all of those every fourth Monday each month at 11 p.m. Now, this beautiful Access 21 Studios, you can get a membership. If you are a Charlotte resident, you can go ahead and tap in with Tarik. He hasn't showed his face yet. He in the back, meditating, getting his mind right, you know what I mean? So when he does show his face, I just point him out, Tarik, that's my guy. And if you want a membership, just yell Tarik. He'll pop up, He'll pop out. So yeah, I do want to let you all know that. Let me see. Did I hit all my things? Do want to let you know there's also a show called Jammin' on the One. It's happening on every third Friday. Now, any musicians, pop out. You know what I'm saying? They jamming. You know what I mean? They just freestyle, we jamming. And they jamming from 7 to 9 every third Friday. Come in with your instruments, boo 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 boo, and get it bopping. You know what I mean? So that's what we got going on. All right, let me see. Anything else? All right. Cool. She said we good. All right, so now I believe I got all my housekeeping duties out the way, so we're going to get to the rules. If you like rules, say rules. If you don't like rules, say rules. Right, because everyone getting these rules, you know what I'm saying, whether you like them or not. So rule number 1, can you repeat after me? Respect the mic. Respect the mic. So, it takes a lot to get up here, you know what I'm saying, and share your words, share your inner feelings, inner thoughts. So please respect the mic. When the artists are up here, just, you know what I'm saying, keep the conversations to a kneel, none, zilch, and just give them the artists your undivided attention. Because at the end of the day, you came out here to give love to the art, to really be sold into as you're sewing into them. Because you paying attention, trust, it gives us energy. Which leads me to rule number 2, you know what I'm saying? Give the energy to these artists. You like something? See, I like how y'all doing it for mine. Like, snap, clap, yes. Rewind. Now, if they don't rewind, you know what I'm saying? Don't judge them. Charge the head out the heart. You know what I mean? Listen, it's a lot. You may say rewind, they be like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Watch the rewind. Watch the replay. You know what I'm saying? On the Puffer apps and on TV as well. So yeah. But, definitely give your energies to the artist. Rule number 2.5, this is also kind of backing that up. Make sure all your cellular devices are either turned off or on vibrate. You know what I'm saying? Don't want somebody to be in a very emotional piece and all of a sudden, girl, you look good. You know what I mean? Start, you know what I mean? Kind of throw off the vibe, throw off the energy. Rule number 3. Now, this is going to depend on how long the list is. Right now, we're looking kind of light. But if it gets a little heavier, 1 to 2 pieces per artist. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling good, and you know what I'm saying, you're like, well, how's the list? We're going to lock eyes, Keep going. Or go ahead, wrap it up. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to communicate. We're going to communicate because at the end of the day, this is a conversation, man. We all came out on a Friday night to have a good time. Good Friday was last week. We're going to have a great Friday this week. You feel me? All right, big bet. So, rule number 4, I promise someone's going to forget this. Happens almost every time, but I'm going to remind you. Plug yourself. All right, plug yourself. Let the people know where they can find you. And again, don't worry. I'm gonna remind you if you forget. Yeah, so plug yourself. Drop your website, drop your social media handles. Just let people know where they can find you. Because at the end of the day, this is community. If you spitting some fire, we want to know where we can find you at. You just walk up, all right, thank you. Like what? Like, what if I want more? You know what I'm saying? What if I want to support you at another event? You know what I'm saying? So come on, definitely plug yourself. And this is a new-ish rule. Rule number 4.5, I'm just added in there. This is non-commercial work. You know what I'm saying? So this is a nonprofit space. So don't do anything that any other artist has done. This is all original work. Let's hear your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. Let's give us you, because that's what we want to hear. And rule number 5, my favorite rule, and my beautiful co-host helped me come up with this rule. Enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the show. You all came out here tonight to have a good time, so that's what we're going to do. All right? Those are the reading of the rules. Say rules. Rules. Dang, I said that like church announcements. I think I'm going to add that now. Yeah. That's good. All right, all right. Without further ado, because y'all didn't y'all didn't come here to see me run my mouth all night. So we're gonna get to this list. First one up, yeah, he's been here before. You know what I'm saying? So he's not new to the space. I can't wait to see what he gonna come out. He might come out with comedy. He might come out with a poem. He might mesh them together and then end it with a sermon. Who knows? But bring it up, my dog, big dog, Charles McMurray. Clap it up till he get up here. Clap it up till he get up here. Yeah, 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 yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight? Awesome, awesome. Let's see, is that good? All right, all right. I'm gonna try to do some poetry. I'm not good at performing my stuff, but I got stuff, and I want people to know that I'm not all jokes. I'm deep. Any Charlotte natives here? 2. Okay, I'm not doing that poem then. All right. If it was a room full of natives, y'all would have loved it. Y'all would be like, man, something else. All right. I visited my father the other day. I often enjoy coming to the house because it keeps me grounded. Wandering through my childhood home, I find toys, trophies, pictures to bring me back to simpler times. Nostalgia is often outweighed by the numerous amount of clothes, trinkets, and collections accumulated in the upstairs attic. My father has never had a drop of alcohol in his life, yet has a profound collection of beer steins and shot glasses. Why? Because maybe it'll be worth something someday. Or maybe it's just, he just has a problem with throwing things away. See, my father is not a hoarder. My father's a hoarder. Not the kind with trash or clutter, but this military veteran is organized with his retention. Floor to ceiling shelves with separate filing systems of objects that hasn't been touched in years. I worry about him. I worry one day he'll run out of room for his past, or I would hate that he pass and leave all this junk to me. I wouldn't know where to begin to manage, sell, and share everything, for I have stuff of my own. I may not have inherited his things yet, but I've definitely inherited his trait, not letting go of things and allowing myself to be great. I take great pride in my ability to keep things. I have every yearbook I ever was in since kindergarten. I still rock the same Adidas I bought when I graduated college 15 years ago. And if I never gain weight, I probably wear the same clothes too. I'm not a competitive person. Winning isn't everything, but I hate to lose. I hate losing money. I hate the fact that I'm losing my hair. I hate losing family or friends, no matter the circumstance. And sometimes outdated items like my Casio cassette player is the only thing that keeps me from losing my mind. So I hold on to anything I can, because once I lose it, I can't get it back. Maybe I'll need it someday. Maybe it'll be worth something. Maybe if I lose weight, instead of buying new clothes, I can just fit in the old ones again. Sounds crazy when I say it out loud. But in a world of everything changing, I, with little control, my old driver's license, school ID, and piano recital programs have become a fortress for me. Keeps me grounded, remind me of where I come from. Along with childhood nostalgia, I seem to harbor thoughts and emotions even better. We halfway through it, guys, don't worry. I have an illicit affair with grudges, storing old emotions deep inside. When I'm reminded, it can feel just as new as the day I got it. Why can't I let go? Maybe I need it someday. Like retribution. I know vengeance is the Lord, but I still get the ammo ready to get my lick back. Maybe the feelings will be worth something someday. Not exactly what Dad meant, but hey, I have to write from someplace. Artistic discipline, sensory memory, the ability to conjure up real-life emotions in order to translate into current artistic mediums. Can it help my art without hurting my heart? We had rules. You better be glad it's me. It's a warm-up. I hate the fact that in order to evolve, I have to let go. I just want to take everything with me. At times I get weighed down, but it's hard to make room for new things, but I feel attached to everything. Yearbooks, Adidas, cassette players, the hurt, the pain, the memory, anything familiar. If I give them away, I might lose me, and will I even like the next version of myself? As I read this, I realize idolatry takes many forms, and I may not have a gold statue, but my things are a shrine to the person I grew to love, but not love enough to tell him no. Jesus said, if any man desires me, he should deny himself, pick up his cross, and follow me. In order for the renewing, old things must pass away. I said, in order for the renewing, old things must pass away. This cross is an intersection of death and life, and as old things, old feelings, old worries are crucified, we are still responsible for carrying out the mission to put to death in order for our minds so we can live. Death in our minds so we can live. Because anyone willing to save their life shall lose it, but anyone who will lose their life for his sake shall save it. Dad's right. It's definitely worth something. It's worth eternity. It's worth peace. It's worth growth. Meaning I'll never fit into the old again. I'll never find use for old things in a new season because it's been out of style. Collecting dust, taking up space. But this new wine, new mercies, new lessons, not to lessen the teachings of old, but to build upon it. It's not my lot to be so preoccupied with what's behind that I miss my next. Becoming a pillar of salt in the process, I must progress. So if that means throwing, giving, keeping away everything, I hope what once was a shrine will become a memorial of what used to be on my path of being renewed. It's not as long. I've never performed this one out loud, so bear with me. I've already struggled with the first one. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercy I see. All that I needed was more time. Fighting deadlines, writing deadlines on flat lines that I balance work and life. Death isn't part of the equation. Sending my path through a loophole that I can't escape with. I have to sit and feel my feelings. Great is thy faithfulness. But how can you be faithful when nothing seems to last? I was told to ride the wave when stability is what I crave. I just want to love and want that love to stay. But how can I stay faithful when everything around me is changing? I'm able to adapt and overcome, accepting every reality presented except this one. Everything with a beginning has to have an ending. It's the rhythm of life. But syncopation brings syncope, and I can't seem to wrap my mind around mortality, for my soul longs for the eternal. It will never make sense. It will never feel natural. It will never be the same. Suffering and sorrow leaving, but you're the only one that gets peace while we're left picking up the pieces. Morning by morning, new mercy I see. I wonder if mourning is the only gateway to mercy. If I have to mourn every time the sun rises, I need mercy to mourn every morning, waking up to a new normal, mourning the transition, transitioning to mourning a new day. The longer I live, the more I grieve, but it's an opportunity to see how much I really have. So my name is Charles McMurray. You can follow me on Instagram, Uncle Charles, y'all. Take out your phones. And I also host Open Mic Monthly as well, the last Friday of the month. It is called The Sound Christian Open Mic. We are on Instagram and Facebook as The Sound CLT. And everything that Knox learned about hosting, he learned from me. So you can just imagine how great it is. Peace, love, y'all.
Uncle Charles, y'all. Give it up for him one more time. We were in the same class of hosting school, so you know what I'm saying? I got a B, he got an A. You know how they be, you know what I'm saying? we still out here. But anyways, no, good stuff, bro. Good stuff. And I love that new piece, man. Yeah, I like that. The folk was responding to it. You did, you know what I mean? So yeah. But all right. Again, y'all didn't come up here to hear me run my mouth. So we can go ahead, get to the next person on the list. And I forgot this about you, bit dog. But yeah, I'm gonna get you next time. So please come back. If you're ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, sir? Yes, sir. Ooh, it's warm outside. That's why we lit. Okay, yeah. So this next fella's coming to the mic. He's not new to this space either. You know what I'm saying? He's been here before a couple of times, and yeah, he bring that heat every time. So let's go ahead and give it up for Mr. Jim Love. Yeah. Did I do it right?
You good?
Oh, bet. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Knox. It is good to be back here again. She said, my name's Jim Love, and I started writing again because of people like the guy that's going to be here later as the feature artist. And I spent a lot of years wasted and struggling because my head is an infinite war. Doctor Strange slinging spells that won't land, rings misfiring through my cortex, every exit slipping from my hand. Thor's hammer comes down on my chest and thunder inside my ribs. EKG's in distress. If I'm worthy, why's my pulse still pounding out cardiac arrest? See, my spider sense is buzzing. Too many versions of me have fallen. The nerve ends are tingling, and the borrowed Stark tech ain't running. I got venom in my gray matter, symbiote hunger seeping, ripping apart my ability to reason. Dr. Doom sits on his throne, issuing laws in my frontal lobe, iron scripture cold welded down into my bones. See, Wolverine's still living, claws still razors, razors still bloody from cutting down yesterday. Daredevil sitting on a ledge, prayer under his breath, fist writing the gospel. He's drawing close to death. See, the purple man, he's in my ear, rewiring the signal. My neurons keep firing, fighting that control. I'm here to say, reboot my saga, issue 1, again. I ain't no cosmic savior, ain't no gauntlet on this hand, just lines that I hope hold while I try to fucking stand. Hope ain't infinity stones or a script from up in the sky. It's your pulse kicking back when the world's telling you it's time to die. So I'm retconning the canon. My scars are the frames around the panels. My arc don't end. I keep on rewriting me. Excelsior ain't no motto. It's the new air I breathe. This one's a rewrite of one of the first things I ever did on an open mic. It's called Rewired, Ode to Joey Ramone. Joey sang, gimme shock treatment. I lived it. Not the punk show version, no sweat-soaked pit, or safety-pinned anarchy. This wasn't CBGBs. This was a cold room, and I got 16 encores. No count in, just panic, and the smell of something way too clean to be kind. They strapped me down, a busted marionette, slam dancing with his strings cut. Then they rewired me wrong. Joey sang, gimme shock treatment, while I chewed on a piece of rubber. It was the only thing keeping me from screaming the names of everyone I thought I used to be. My tongue curled, a burning fuse, ears ringing symphonies. Nobody wrote. Time folded bad origami around my spine. Joey got the chorus. I got the scars. I was just another line item on somebody's clipboard, but for me, it was the erasure of me. That December's gone, so is the shape of certain names. So is the color of my mother's eyes. I pissed myself once, maybe more, but I can't prove it. Proof doesn't survive electrodes. Joey kept singing, I kept shaking. Afterwards, I'd just sit staring, mouth half open, like I was waiting for something to climb back in. She watched me, my wife, like she was praying to a photograph that wouldn't develop. And I blinked, because maybe blinking was enough to bring it all back. Give me shock treatment. Joey wailed it like a joke. You don't survive. And now I just hum when the lights flicker. Joey got the chorus. I got the scars. All righty. Again, my name's Jim Love. You can find me at big_love_NC on Instagram or Jim Love on Facebook. Thank you so much. Again, thanks, Knox.
Give it up one more time for Big Jim Love. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, all right. Oh, man. Y'all can't even see it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all watch it, but we about 10,000 million deep in here, you feel me? It's hot, you know what I mean? I having to wipe my baby nose. She's sweating a little bit, like, dang, stay in the room only. But no, manifesting. But, yeah. So, all right, again, y'all didn't come here for just me. Y'all came here to see the art. So if you're ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, sir? Yes, sir. Man, y'all sound good. Okay. So this next brother is gonna come and touch the mic. Let me just say, he gonna bring that heat, that fire. So you know what I'm saying? He gonna bring that energy outside. He gonna bring it on in here. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bring out your towel, cause he gonna bring that heat. But all right, I'm not gonna bury the lead. I'm gonna bring him up. Go ahead, give it up for Mr. Pierre Hall. Yeah.
How y'all doing? So as I always start off with, I'm originally from Detroit, but I've been here long enough, so I kind of rep Charlotte a little bit. But I was born into noise, Detroit. I kind of say that with my chest. Sirens sang me to sleep, pain put me to rest. Cracked windows, cold nights, dreams under stress. Life tested my spirit, I just learned to press. Pierre Hall, senior, say it slow, let it breathe. A name carved in struggle, still got more to achieve. From the bottom where they doubt you and don't expect you to leave, to a man building love out the hurt that he received. I seen the good, sun rays through blinds, the creator peeking in like you still on your grind. My children smile, man, that resets my mind. That's purpose in flesh and the reason defined. But I seen the bad, and that darkness was loud. Empty pockets, heavy thoughts, heads in the cloud. Love turned distance, I was lost, but I was proud. Two hearts out of sync, but still screaming out vows. I'm a father still trying, learning day after day. That love ain't just words, it's choices that you make. That presence is deeper than the money that you chase. And those little eyes watching, watch every move you take. I done failed, and I done lost my way. But I'm standing back up because I got more to say. Because my children need a king, not a man who just break. So I fight every demon I refuse to create. I'm a son chasing pride. Yeah, I carry that weight. Hoping that one day they say he became something great. Not defined by my mistakes or the paths that I strayed, but the man that I built from the mess that I made. And love, man, I'm learning. I'm still sharpening my heart. How to give without fear and how to not fall apart. How to heal what I touch instead of tearing it dark. How to finish forever instead of playing a part. Playing a part, y'all get that? A part, okay. But don't get it twisted. I know how to move through a frame, how to touch every inch, and how to memorize pain. How to turn every moment into fire and flame. Yeah, they remember my body, but I want more than just a name. I want souls to remember. I want my love to remain. Not a spark that burns out not a spark that burns out, but a permanent flame. Cause I done been through connections that just ended in blame. Now I'm building something deeper, something real I can claim. I feel like I'm a prophet misplaced in this age. Too aware for the blind and too real for the stage. I see pain in kids, I see hurt in their rage. Like they fighting the war but got locked in the cage. Troubled youth. Yeah, I see me and they stare. Broken homes, broken trusts, nobody there. Little boys with anger that they too young to declare, and little girls building walls cause love ain't fair. And I feel like I owe them, or at least like I gotta step in, cause if I don't guide them, then who gonna teach them then? I ain't perfect, I sinned, hell, I done it again, but I'm real and I can reach them through the places I've been. I done sat in that darkness and let it eat at my soul, where giving up felt easy and where pain took control, where anger felt safer than choosing to go, but I crawled out that pit because I refused to stay low. Now I'm turning my scars into maps for the loss. Every lesson I learned came with permanent cost. But if one soul can rise from the battles I fought, then the pain that I carried wasn't all for naught. So remember my name, not for glory or pride, but the growth but the growth through the pain. For the nights I ain't quit when I wanted to change, and for the strength I created when nothing remained. The good, the bad, the man I became, through a fire and pressure I strengthened my frame. A father with a vision and a son with the flame, a lover evolving, not stuck in the same. I'm a voice for the broken, the ones they ignore, the kids with the anger that they can't hold no more. I speak for the hurt that gets swept to the floor. I'm a bridge for the lost trying to open the door. So if I fall, I promise you this, I won't stay there long, because I got too many watching, too many depending, and too much inside of me to die and finish. Thank y'all. Well, this one, this is like, I feel like my purpose in life. I don't speak soft, I speak storm. A voice like a warning every time I perform. I've been walking through crowds saying we can be more than the pain we inherited, than the hate we was taught before. I've been telling strangers we family, we just ain't healed yet. Looking in the eyes full of doubt like we still ain't real yet. But I feel that, cause history cut deep. Like scars we still feel that, but we can build the future if we live where the pain's still at. We gotta rise where the weight at, build where the break at, turn every loss into something we take back. See, I ain't preaching perfection, I'm preaching connection. I'm preaching we stronger when we move in the same direction. But listen, this the part that they don't like to be said aloud. This the part that make the room go quiet in the crowd. If you white and you know that this system ain't right, then step to the front. Don't just watch from the side. Don't clap for the pain and don't just post for the fight. Be the body that stands when it's time to ignite. Because ally ain't a word, it's a place you reside. And the front line is hot, ain't no place in there to hide. We don't need sympathy, we need solidarity. We need action so loud that it rewrite the reality. And I've been thinking, why we keep feeding the beast? Tax after tax, check after check. Every check getting took piece by piece. We working to live, but we barely at peace. Paying for change just to say that we free. Now that don't sit right with me. What if we paused? What if we stopped? What if we questioned the whole damn plot? What if obedience wasn't the cost? What if we realized the power that we got? Cause see, unity ain't a slogan you chant. It's a choice you make when it's hard and you can't. It's sitting at tables when tensions get thick, and it's breaking the cycle, not passing the script. It's choosing each other when trauma say quit, and it's building something that they say wouldn't exist. And I know that pain don't fade overnight. I know them wounds still bleed when you think you're all right. But we don't forget it, we flip it. We turn every scar to a map, then we shift it. We turn every lesson to power and we lift it. Because staying broken ain't justice if that's just what they want from us. And some nights, I swear I ain't dreaming alone. I hear voices like they carved in my bones. One voice telling me, feed the people, build structure and stand tall. Another saying, speak truth, make them feel it, give them it all. And I wake up like, this ain't by chance, like I'm carrying something bigger than a man. Like every word got purpose when I stand. So when I speak, it ain't just in this skin. It's every voice that refused to give in. And I'm telling you now, we don't got to stay trapped in the past. We just got to keep going and break this fast. We can build something real, something built to last, if we link every hand and we drop every mask. Black, white, brown, we rise or we drown. Ain't no middle ground when the truth come around. So I'm out here talking like my life on the line, cause silence been killing us one soul at a time. And if my words hit yours and yours echo mine, then maybe this moment turn into a sign that we ready to stand, to fight, to build something bigger than wrong and right, to finally live what we say every night together. Thank y'all. Pierre Hall Senior on TikTok and Facebook, and Pierre_Hall_Senior on Instagram. Thank y'all.
Give it up one more time for Pierre Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right. Who's next? Okay. Got you. Okay. All right. If you're ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, sir? Yes, sir. All right. I'm just saying, the fellas on the list tonight, you know what I'm saying? The ladies, you know what I mean? I'm not calling no names, I'm not pointing no fingers, but some people like to give pre-show vibes, when the camera on, you know what I mean? It's different. You know what I'm saying? But that's a little, if you know, you know. But this fella that's gonna come up on the stage, he was our first feature for the very first open mic we had. Tore the house down. I love to see him every time he pop out. So we're gonna go ahead and give it up for Nemo Some Words. Yeah. Keep it going till he get up here.
Thank you. What's that? Hey, I'm Nemo. All right, I got an old one and a new one. I'm going to do the new one first. This is my favorite earworm. Mr. Cacophony has a cast iron calliope with keys of the finest polished bone. His smile is a catastrophe crafted in a calamitous factory. He has a jet black hat with a broken buckle, eyebrows made of twisted wire, and eyes that scream insanity. You can see his bare ass through his tuxedo tails as he prances up and down, penetrating the air with his baton. He's come to scrub my ear canals with his bristle brush. 100 jingles jangling in my brain. I can't keep him out because he's already in. Taken up a residency in my skull. He comes marching boldly down the main street of my mind. He sings his song about how much I suck. A full-throated caterwauling, all hours, all days, thumping like a heartbeat out of control. He pounds 2 enormous bass drums with his feet. Boom, no shower. Bang, no food. Crash, I get no sleep. Screech, I'm tired. Whiz, I'm hurting. Zip, there goes my hope. He screams at me because the day ends in Y, wants me to hate myself for all the things I always forget. How I just can't get my shit together. My pain, his inspiration, my guilt, his glory. I remember peace, I think, but not today, not now, not this week. Today, I'm at home for a private audience, strapped to my chair again, forced to listen to his aria of exquisite agony. His foul lyrics are soul pollution in sharps and flats, but the notes are always wrong. A sickening symphony of suffering, major trauma in D minor. When I'm gone and my last broken bell has rung, will he slip into the silence? Will it finally be still? Thank you. Okay. Mr. Grief left his card for next time. Now that the path is clear and the pain ain't so bad anymore. The smell of lightning rises from the ashes now that the house has burned to the ground. The peals of thunder are barely audible as the storm crawls away. So let the bells ring. Blows landed did their damage, but the pounding's done. Black eyes and broken hearts, there's still rage in this ragged man. Holding on to ropes to stay standing, but I was never strong. This fighter doesn't get to fall. So let the bell ring. Feeling damned made death's dance seductive until putting my shoulder down pushed the dark back enough to get the words out. But demon song still echoes in my ears no matter how much I heal. So let hell ring. I've had my bell rung, been stung, flung. I've fallen, but I never had wings. Always too far from heaven to be heard, but still spitting scripture like some devil's son. So let the muse sing. May these verses resonate. May they give you fuel to fight. Maybe we can spend what we have left feeling less alone. Grabbing hands, healing hearts, listening. I'm listening. I'm still listening. So let the bells ring. Thank you. You can find me on everything nemosumwords.com. That's NEMOSUM words.com. You can also find me Nemosum Words on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Give it up one more time for Nemo Some Words, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, snap, yeah. So I decided to relieve my co-host, yeah. She said, I need a break. I said, respect, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get sued, you know what I mean? Even though we on the same insurance, but anyways. But no, my lovely wife came, so you know what I'm saying? She's going to be popping in, so you know what I'm saying? I didn't just drop the baby off, you know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate y'all concern, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but all right. Let's see. I'm making a decision here. Not yet. He said the feature. I said, hold up. hold up, I understand you ready. You know what I'm saying? The feature coming, you know what I mean? He coming, but he closing the show. You know what I mean? Once he come up here, we done. But you know what I'm saying? We still got lists. We still got lists that is still open. I think that's a sign. The list is open, by the way. You know, your phone decided to, you know what I'm saying, act up. But all right, I got something to say. All my life I've had to fight. All my life I've had the might, yet now I see what's always been inside me. Frick, I hate this. I was told recently that I'm a Ferrari, sitting on $100 wheels. I've always recognized my greatness, yet now I'm only beginning to test my will. My will to say no when I feel yes. To stand when I want to sit, to say help when I need assistance. You see, my greatness has always been recognized, yet my will was never questioned, never tested. Something I've always been waiting from the outside. It can only happen within. What hinders you to run? The fact that walking has always been enough. But now I see it takes talent and consistency. No more waiting on the test to prove myself. I must wear it on my chest and choose myself. Consistently executing in this marathon race, it is my ego I had to face. Now, I'm going to lace this blunt with consistency, since talent is already in it, and I'm going to smoke that bad boy until this race is finished. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I'm Knoxlist, Knoxlist. It's everywhere. Thank you. I'll turn it over to the host. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Get it one more time for Knoxlist. Yeah, big dog. Big homie, you know what I'm saying? We go way back, you know what I'm saying, to 95. But all right. Enough of me. I do want to let y'all know the list is still open. So, you know, if you feel so led from what you heard tonight that you want to hop on the list, go ahead, sign your name. But if not, we're going to get the show rolling. And we're going to finally get to the ladies. If you're ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Say it again. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? The ladies popping out. But all right, I haven't seen her perform, so I'm excited to see what she gonna bring to the mic, you know what I'm saying? And she's showing out for the ladies because, you know, it's a lot of ladies in here, but it's only one list. But all right, we gonna, without further ado, give it up for Miss Shay. Yeah. Clap it up. Most deaf. Now, did I say it right? Is it? Shay? Okay, because I was like, Shay, okay, respect. Shut up, Caitlin. All right, there you go. You good? Oh, you know I got you.
Yeah, this is actually my first time.
Oh, snap!
I'm a journaler. I like to journal. So one day I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning and wrote something. It was based off of someone kept sending me strong black woman post on Instagram. And it started bothering me. So 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I said, being a strong black woman is a double-edged sword. Being a strong black woman wasn't good for my health. The pressure to keep it all together, hold it down, figure it out, it became the tightness in my chest, and it closed my throat chakra. I began to suffer from high blood pressure, anxiety, and depression. I built a shield around me to protect myself because no one else would. No net to fall in forced me to build a strong work ethic, imagination, and creativity, and a level of independence that may not be healthy. Who the fuck said I want to be a strong black woman? Nah, I wanted to be supported, protected. I want to be a partner, the neck that turns his head. I want to be led. Being a strong black woman nearly killed me. But being a strong black woman allowed me to write this today. So that. Thank you. My Instagram is Shadava Nicole. Shadava is Shadava, Nicole, Nicole. Thank you.
Told you I was gonna remind you, you know what I'm saying? Give it up one more time for Miss Shay, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? She showed up for the lady. She said, I don't even do poetry, I journal. And went to it. I said, hold up. There's some poetry in there, Miss Ma'am. Yeah. But shout out to this being your first time hopping on stage. Thank you for blessing us. You know what I'm saying? Give it up one more time for the lady. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, respectfully, because I was trying to get her Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure she gets highlighted. You know what I mean? Because if there's any other ladies that I'm not even gonna look at the people or person I was looking at. I'm just gonna look at this side. If any other ladies want to hop on the mic, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If y'all want to do so, or if there's, oh wow, someone's getting up. Oh wow, oh, give it up. If you're ready for a next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? All right, hold up. T, ladies and gentlemen, bring it up for T. Bring it up for T. Yeah.
Y'all, he been eyeing me all night. Good goodness. Okay. Yes, as he alluded to, I gave a little preview for some people. When I first got in, it was about 3-4 of us. So I just broke something down real quick. And I'm going to give it to you again. I remember when my reflection used to upset me. And no matter how bad I wanted to, I just couldn't let me accept me. I take pictures and set the brightness on the highest setting to get that light skin effect. Tilt my head a little bit to get my hair just past my neck and then smile. And for a while, I didn't recognize my chocolate skin as beautiful. Lighter complexions were much more suitable and a lot more fruitful in the DMs. I wanted to be them. Long curly hair, make boys stare and be referenced in rap music everywhere. Like beautiful black woman, I bet that bitch look better red. And you know I ate a pussy cause she light skin. I'm thinking it's the right skin. Cause I like head too. But Meek got weak. Because I like head too. But Meek got weak niggas thinking dreams of Nicki's do come true, so I'm not bad enough. But one day, I had enough. Moping around life mad at stuff I can't control. Like, why my hair so nappy? Ass not fat enough to make any nigga happy, and when they do get at me, it's because I'm pretty for a dark skin. Never just pretty. And eventually self-hatred transformed into pity, and not for me, but for these boys who were never no real for playing with bad bitch toys and steady making noise about how these hoes lack loyalty. You are on a conquest for concubines and intimidated by royalty. What did you think was gonna happen? These niggas are halfway trapping in their mom's garage is rapping, yet I'm the one that's lacking. I had to backtrack and reevaluate my worth. Because through all the hurt and all the dirt thrown on my name, I overcame their perceptions. And I've grown not only to accept, but to love my reflection. Thank you. And I do not have social media, y'all. I'm sorry.
Well, give it up for T, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? See, I told you, you know what I'm saying? She took a break, but she back, you know what I'm saying? I told you I didn't just leave outside, you know what I mean? But thank you, T, for giving in to the peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Just some slight encouragement. But yeah, again, the list is still open. If there's anyone else that wants to, and hey, oh snap, the lady's standing up tonight. If you ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? I'll let y'all finish clapping. If you're ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Hold on one moment. All these one letter? Z, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Z. This is also my first time here. Today I'll be sharing a poem. It's called You Had It Coming. I wrote it. It's kind of like a teenage heartbreak. I wrote it back when I was 18. Of course, I'm not far from that right now because I'm 20. But I thought I'd share it today. I want to give you so much love that it feels like a dream, then show you how quickly it can turn into a nightmare. I want to be on your mind as you go to bed. I want to keep you up thinking about every word I said. I want you to feel like you're easy, like you're only here to please me, like you need me. I want you to feel used. I want to leave after making you feel like we were together. I want you to know you deserve better. I want to listen to SZA and Summer Walker together, then make you feel like both of them combined. I want you to wish you never met me. I want you to wish you could get me out of your mind after I left you behind because you fear I'm wasting your time. and I am, because I never planned to make you mine. I want to murder your heart with false hope, then tell you to cope. I want to watch your eyes water when you hear our song. I want you to cry out and wonder where it all went wrong. I want you to question if everything was in your head. I want you to wonder if everything we had was dead. When you finally start to get over me, I want to apologize and not mean it. I want to repost insensitive videos about you, knowing you'd see it. I want you to know you're getting played, but still want to play the game regardless. I want you to feel trapped, like one of my many targets. I want you to want me to want you back. And I want you to think I left because of something you lack. I want to play with your feelings like a toddler with a rattle. I want you to realize loving me is a losing battle. I want to toy with your heart until you feel incapable of loving. Then I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you you had it coming. Thank you. I also don't have social medias for you today because I don't usually perform, but hopefully next time I'll have something for you.
I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Z, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Z one more time. Okay, all y'all with no social media, so okay, hold on. I'll be trying to shout y'all out and stuff, you know. Okay, let me do this. I'm just do it later. But all right, oh snap, I done left my frick. Hold please. All right, just like I never left, you know what I'm saying? They gonna cut that in post. They might not, yeah. So before I get to this poem, the list is still open, since the ladies popping up, you know what I'm saying? If the ladies, or if, oh snap, I see somebody getting peer pressure. I'm not even gonna look. Listen. Go ahead. If you're ready for the next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Again, hold please. Thank you. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Clap it up.
Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. This is my first time. I'm Amia. 14. Yeah. So, I would say this one was about the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the one that I stand for or to the one that I look for. They say a pledge of allegiance is for everybody, but are you saying red and blue or black and white? See, I would say black and white because the history goes around and round. It repeats. They say you're supposed to be this way and not that way. They're supposed to say your sexuality is supposed to be what you're not. You're supposed to be what they think you are. But I say, if your sexuality is what you want, then you stand for that. Even though they may judge you, they may say that. But you never know. No matter what age, what height, what color, every skin color, we all come from the same place, the same man, and his name is Jesus. See, I had just went to church last Wednesday, youth night. Every teen, from middle school to high school, we all combine into one. See, every time I go there, I cry because it's like that one song that just takes me. I cry every single time. But that's because he comes over me. He comes over the healing, the pain, everything. That's why they say, anytime you go to God, you just gotta wait because he always has something planned for you. See, I have a sister on the way. Amen. Cause I've been wanting one since I was at least 5. Cause I've been the only child. So me me getting to know I have a sister and she's coming before my birthday, I'm like, yes, 2 Tauruses. So I just wanted to come up here. I was shy at first, but you know, I think I had to come up here and say my word. So this is my first time, and I just wanted to say, have a good night, y'all.
Give it up for Amia, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our teen population, you know what I mean? Showing up and showing out. Please come back, please. And if this is your first time, please come back. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. The list is open. It's free entry, free parking, you know what I'm saying? In the parking lot, you know what I mean? You know, on the street, I can't speak for that. But in the parking lot, free, you know what I'm saying? So come in. Come to the mic. We here. You know what I mean? We here every first Friday. Not every week, but every first Friday we are here. Of course, holidays. You know what I'm saying? Just check the socials. Knoxlist, Knoxlist. You know, those are just wondering. And Access 21. You can also follow them on Instagram, Facebook as well. Those will be the announcements and things like that. All right. Yeah. Did I miss anything, kids? Nope. All right. Got to check in on my co-host. You know, she back from her break. But is there anybody else that want to hop up on the mic? The list is open. Anyone else? The lady said, we here. We just don't want to sign the list. Respect. Respect. I mean, there are rules, but, you know, respect. Dang it, I left it again. It is okay. It is all right. West Coast, Lake Show, Kobe Bryant. 2 seconds to 4, ever 8 minutes dying. 46 seconds too soon, George Floyd. May have weather in the storm like those X-Men. Malcolm and Martin. King James ain't always save us, enslave us, in God we trust. Off greenbacks. Off greenbacks is what America was built. Oh, frick. Let me start from the top. Trying to slow it down and let them hit. You know what I mean? West Coast, Lake Show, Kobe Bryant. 2 seconds to 4, ever 8 minutes dying. 46 seconds too soon, George Floyd. May have weathered in this storm like those X-Men. Malcolm and Martin. King James ain't always save us, enslave us, in God we trust. Off greenbacks, what America was built off the red, white, and blue. Blood, meat, and tears. Asiatic black back. Natives to this land mistreated too. Took a long walk, left the trail of blue tears with the white stripes of meat flowing so cinematically into the red rivers of blood. The flag been stained and we still chained. Now you see how gang activity came to the East. Bloods and Crips, Tupac and Biggie, Coke and Pepsi. Same struggle, different name, same energy, different game. Carter's Basquiat flow. Money can grow, culture gon' show, nature gon' know, art inspires soul. No matter what course you on, I create my own flow and I'm on go. K to the N to the O to the X. Give me a list, I knock it right back. Give me a list, I knock it right back. Call me Knoxlist. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. She said, just come off the top. Like, all right, I got something. You know, I haven't practiced in a while, but I'm gonna bring it. So appreciate it. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you. Yeah, thank y'all. All right, so it's gonna be the last call, man. Last call for the list, cause I'm gonna tell you right now. Once I turn this mic over to the feature, listen, I might just go ahead. Y'all have a good night. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? While we got some time, you know what I'm saying? We got a hot 10 bean, you know what I'm saying? 10 mementos. So if anyone else wants to hop on the mic, if anyone was on the mic, she said, you know what? I'm gonna give mad love to our ladies, but y'all gonna need to sign the list next time, all right? If you feel so led, sign the list, man. Respectfully. So, okay, if you're ready for the next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Hold, please. The list. And anyway. Get up for Miss Pat, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? That's good.
Perfect.
Take your time.
Okay. My mic sound nice. Check one. Okay. I have a similar story as sis right there. What's your name? Shay. Never wrote a poem in my entire life and woke up at 4 a.m. after a very bad heartbreak and wrote this and performed it that night at an open mic. And that was the first time, and this will be the second time. I have since moved past that heartbreak and am happily remarried. But this was a time in my life that led me to be the woman that I am today. So this piece is called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. 10 million pieces. That's what my heart felt like yesterday. Words of love, promise, and future flooded my heart, now shattered. Yesterday felt like a storybook romance, falling deep and falling fast in love, or so I thought. Lies leading to distrust, leading to insecurities, leading to behaviors and patterns that are all too familiar. Yesterday, I felt blindsided, unloved, rejected, and abandoned when your mask came off. Crying, weeping, sobbing, anger, and grieving what was and what could have been. But today, no more tears. I stand still hurt, but knowing that time heals all wounds, and like my auntie says, this too shall pass. My heart will skip and beat with joy and laughter, and I will love once more. Today, I remember my mantras. I remember my affirmations. I give myself grace. I am enough for myself. I am worthy of the best that love and life have to offer. I am creating the best version of me. I am a kind, loving, generous woman, and I am a queen. So I'm straightening my crown. And into my tomorrow, the sun is shining. I am beaming from within. Even when there are valleys, I will grow in those times. And I will embrace the path of my life. I love myself. I trust myself. I am God's child, and I am attracting and manifesting everything that's positive. This is my new life. I am grateful for my yesterdays, growing in my todays, and looking forward to my amazing tomorrows. Socials. At Pat D. Morga. Yeah. And so I can plug myself. You said okay. I am a children's book author. So I'm a pediatrician, and I wrote a book on body safety and water safety for children between the ages of 3 and 9. It's called The Doctor Says, Let's Talk About Body Safety, and The Doctor Says, Let's Talk About Water Safety.
Listen, ladies, y'all can come back, but y'all gonna sign this list next time, all right? All right, I got 3, you know what I mean? Or 4. I see you, Z. Yeah, Yeah, work with the social media too. No, I'm playing. Y'all can do what you want. But all right. We got about a six mementos. Let me since we just popping up, you know what I mean? We got anyone else? The list is open, so is the mic. All right, another, come on. I love it, but it's just good day. All right, if you're ready for your next artist, can I get a yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Lady said, we're going to close out the show. Hold, please. Give it up for Princess, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah.
So scared. I don't like crowds. So I've never told this to anybody. I wrote this in 2018, 11:38 p.m. It was a very rough day for me that day. It's called The Journey to Inner Peace. Inner peace is an illusion. Right when you're ready to grab it, it manifests into something bigger, scarier, and 10 times more dangerous than your worst fear. But you go for it. You face it because you want the feeling, you want the idea. The striking notion that this emotion, this mental solitude, this sense of suddenly overwhelming euphoria is just a non-tangible ideal that controls every aspect of you and who you set out to be. You could say it steers in the direction of religion, but veers from it as well, in the sense that this want and need for an idea is so strong it could quite literally kill you. Then that leads you to believe, is this what you should do all along? Kill yourself and you shall receive your wish. No worries, no stress, but a freedom. No one ever truly reaches it because halfway through the journey you're faced with this thought, and many succumb to it, and very few get far after that, assuming they made it past it all. So why take that path if the journey is too rigorous? Is it worth it? No one you know has done it. Quite frankly, does it even exist? Are you seriously willing to pay with your life, not for something that will be, but something that might be? And that question haunts you for years. You've died a few times. I watched you die again this morning, when that ideal finally manifested itself into anything far worse than you could have ever imagined. How many times is it going to take? You're resilient, you're persistent, you're just not going to let it go. You want it. You want it bad. You can't lie to me and say it hasn't become a sexual fantasy, even a murderous one, all for this one little thing, sense of self. And that little voice in your head that's supposed to guide you through every step turns into the most unorthodox torture method of all, tearing you apart from the inside out, makes everyone around you think you're completely crazy. So naturally, you start to question your own sanity. Is there no voice at all? So you lock yourself away and dig and try to uncover the voice with no face that's been ruining you. Then you find it. And to no surprise, you realize that it's been you all along. But then one single moment humbles you. You see who you used to be, and that tears you down quite a bit. So here you are with not one, not two, but 3 voices in your head. The voice of who you used to be, crying in agony, begging you to come back. The voice of who you are now, screaming to be let go and relinquish from such pain. And the voice of who you want to be, softly whispering the steps needed to take, which can rarely be heard. Information which is so sensitive and vital to the journey. Just when you're at the edge of the cliff and the rocks start falling off, tears start rolling down your face, you allow yourself to die one last time, letting your worst fear wash over you before you take the step off the cliff and settle for artificial enlightenment through a false sense of freedom. You realize this is it. It isn't a cliff, but it is a mountain. You're at the top. You die once again, but this time it put things into perspective. This is your inner peace. No more tears, no more misunderstandings. This is it. Liberation. Freedom. Yeah, it's so new. You'll take a few steps back, but hey, you got what you wanted. You are calm, you are free, but most importantly, you are happy, and that's what you dreamed of. That's what you set out to achieve, and you did it. Congratulations. You lost a lot along the way, a lot. Burned bridges you didn't even know you had, ran yourself into the ground, and lost those who swore on everything that they never leave. But look, you're still here. You haven't heard me say much before, but I'm telling you now, congratulations. I know you've been needing to hear it for a long time from a lot of people, but coming from me, I know it means the most. I'm proud of you. You fucking did it. Don't lose it. Don't get sucked into it. You made the trip, but never forget how you got there. You're at the mountain's peak, but you must understand you're right in the eye of the storm. Maintain the ability and knowledge you've acquired through this trip to see past the storm and into better days. Opportunities await. The door's open. Just step through. Now go celebrate. This is the worst and best day of your life. This is your inner peace. Instagram is Sunlight for Susie with 2 E's. That's it.
Give it up one more time for Princess, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Okay. I said there's barely ladies on the list. They said, well, we here, and we got words. You know what I'm saying? So respect. I hear you, baby girl. You got something to say? No, all eyes on you. I understand. It's a lot. It's a lot, boo. It's a lot. So keep talking. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see here. Could you put in your social? I just want to make sure to shout you out on my story on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, boo. keep teasing me. You know what I'm saying? You got a poem you got to say, boo-boo. All right, thank you. I appreciate you. But I do want to let you know the list is now closed. So ladies, you know what I mean? Next month, you know what I mean? And the list is there. Just sign your name. We love you. You know, please come back. No, but for real, everybody that touched the stage, thank y'all so much. The list is open every time we here. We do have a feature at every show as well. They close out the show about 25 hot minutes, you know what I'm saying, to let you feel what they got to say. And we have that every show, so definitely pop on out. And if you want to feature, please contact myself or Tarik. We'll definitely let you know. If you perform tonight, you already got one check. The other checks are you have to follow Access 21 on Instagram, and you perform, so we see your work. So you know what I'm saying. But just let me know. And the fee is free $99. So if you have that in your account, yeah, go ahead, Zelle that, Cash App, Apple Pay, we accept it all. I'm just playing, it's nonprofit, so you know what I'm saying, free 99, you know, my bad, y'all. But yeah, so without further ado, we came here for the feature this evening. You ready? You ready, big dog? Oh my goodness, he said, I've been fiending. So, all right, this brother, he has come to our open mic before, blazed the stage. He's like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to do too much. You know, he does his too and get out the way, but he said, dog, I got that fire. I said, word? He said, word. I said, bet. Feature it is. He said, bet, see you there. I said, cool. That's not how the conversation went, but, you know, it was cool. But no, I'm really excited to see what my guy is going to come with and bring you that hot fire in his 25, you know what I'm saying, coming live. So without further ado, if you're ready for your feature of this evening, can I get a yes, sir? Yes, sir. Ooh, that sounded good. Let's do it again. Can I get a yes, sir? Coming up to the stage is Mr. Wits the Poet.
I design lines that redefine rhymes and broken continuum. Capture minds at the door when you visit them. I take the floor like trapdoors, they admitting them. They should case my energy like battery lithium. Rewind. Let's do this. Could you imagine being innocent, charged and found guilty by a prosecution that wants to take away your life? And your best news comes when your lawyer tells you you're not at risk of being executed within the next year. Could you imagine a fix of breath flowing through your lungs at the sound of another 365 days as you look in the face of the man the law firm has sent out to reevaluate your case? You can only hope he's genuine in his fight for your freedom when it seems no one is there to be in your corner because you're already guilty in the systemic eye, which is the very reason you were incarcerated in the first place. And his words are as fancy as his designer suits, leaving you to question whose side he is on, knowing the only suit they want to see a black man in is the one issued by a correctional facility. Will he believe you when you tell him you really didn't do it? Or are you guilty to proving innocent in his eyes as well? Because you know some lawyers will trade your innocence for a not guilty verdict in a future case. Just imagine waking up with a throat full of rocks, like someone had funneled gravel down your throat, with your heart racing your mind like an Olympic tryout, leaving you to question which organ will give first. But none of this matters. All things considered, your life expectancy has been given a due date, final meal, final song to accompany the emotion. Yet you fight back the tears of being wrongfully accused as the guard buzzes in and the cell locks open. The jingle of his shackles sound just like slavery. Then they handcuff your wrists along with your ankles to deliver you down this long hallway. 2 guards on your back like a means to escape. If they're brave, what are you? Staring death in the face. The stench of injustice is the paint on the walls, and it's all in your clothes like a smell you can taste. See, it pains beyond restraint when you're made to be the fall guy. Melanin backdrop like a sheet of bullseyes, like your skin has conspired with everything unlawful. And there's nothing you could say to get this targeting off you. As you sit across from this lawyer, it's hard to speak to him because he's all the reminder of how it will all end. So your anger reappears in a wrinkle of your forehead, and his sympathetic friendship is lost in his grin. Then the CO crashes in, eager to gift you with his bracelets and deliver you home, meaning back to your cell. You can't help but feel helpless to the prejudiced remand of your spirit and body as your eyes start to swell. You can only look back at him like you have nothing to lose, and pray that his next visit will bring better news. But you and I know better than to count on his ethics when it was one of his colleagues who had written this sentence. Could you imagine being innocent? I'm going to just run through these pieces. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for y'all ears and support in the room. The quantity of motion of a moving body, measured as a product of mass and velocity. Today's fashion, yesterday's atrocity. Forward motion with the weight of the world on top, we speak of motivation without momentum in play. Seems quick as we progress, we fall back to their way. For example, in less than 365 days, went from Django Unchained to 12 years a slave. So what fuels our engine? Because you see the gas rates. It's a tightrope race between murder and rape. Further we skate from the path, closer we see how we got here. Look at the dress code. Underwear became outerwear. So we sacrifice sacredness of what lies beneath. Though naked is the ocean, you gotta go deep for the reef. Some say sleep is death's cousin, but can't see past eyes' lashes. Because see, when you don't rest the body crashes. As time pursues, some hold on to their youth to the end. Meanwhile, some youth will never be men. On a mission through prison, being coffins they're found. Domino effect. Ain't even realized the knockdown. Profound minds in time find an exit to the maze, which is usually an entrance into another maze. Hell's a notorious story well written on a page. In the blaze of glory, there'll be no glory in the blaze. See, it's a sinful mule and lust riding at the reins. In search of the weak link, we just tugging on the chains. Willie Lynch influences, smothering the brain. What some do to get a fix, some will do for fame. See, it's a game till you lose and you recap the plays. Probably pull for the J when you had delay. Decisions affect the outcome. Still we stand divided. Ain't even room for discussion. We've already decided. Those simple mind attitudes, I'll do it myself. That got you comfortable where somebody else's help was wise. But blind eyes can never see their condition. Like prayer without motion to take what God positioned for you. But human race just sound like a contest, don't it? Not only do we condone competition, we own it. So who's pushing the buttons? Better yet, selecting contestants. Every obstacle's a challenge to be taken with relevance. Like every life lived is a lesson for the lives behind it. We get protective of our future, then we get reminded. Hell, they plotting. Population control and democracy. To build a casket to bear more than one body. Evil intentions are amongst us, weapons armed and ready. Some usually don't pay attention to the effects directly. Broke the levees, moved to surviving, hell, they displaced families. Clean up in time to party, sound like stolen land to me. He who stake claim and set forts in every land he roam. And it don't matter if you was born here, this is not your home. This is Babylon, where eyes are on the tainted prize. So migration to this cesspool should be no surprise. If everything's about a hustle, hell, we built a lie. Because hustle means to manipulate for gain or rise. Words have meanings, though we manipulate what they define. If you ain't teaching, then you thieving from the youthful mind. Be mindful of the message that you program in them. When motivating uphill, you can kill momentum. Okay, first piece. Rewind. I design lines that redefine rhymes and broken continuum. Capture minds at the door when you visit them. I take the floor like trap doors emitting them. They should case my energy like battery lithium. Feeble cerebrals always seem to get lost in my topic, though I contact lenses of third blind optic. Atomic plutonium weight don't compare how I drop it. Look at that chorus. Listen, I'm loving the baby. It's like, listen, I'm feeling it. It's like I got background music, and listen, it ain't never sound this sweet ever. I want to read some things to y'all. Can I read to y'all? Yes, I can read. She is so adorable. I had a buddy of mine that he'll perform on the mic with his child. He's a dancer and everything, so he be pop locking and baby be falling out his arm. He's still performing. Amazing. I know some amazing people here in Charlotte and, outside of Charlotte too, but this poetry journey has been phenomenal to me. So I applaud all of you who were brave enough to get up here and speak your pieces. Don't ever shy from you, because we don't know what's in you until you give it to us. Be bold, be brave. If never before, now is the time. All right. This piece is called, I used to wear hurt inside of my habits. Life is full of ups and downs. Being up can be joyful and loving. It's the downs we can't get around or away from without burying our smiles. It's an ongoing story. At least it was for me. A hardcover binding enclosing my whereabouts. The skyscrapers I tend to suicide from. Emotional damage can vary from a stumped toe to a vehicular collision. And usually, I deal with the injury by distracting my mind, by numbing my soul, trying on a smirk, the biggest rip in my face that my cheeks can find. See, I used to wear hurt inside of my habits. It carried me around like a kangaroo pouch, comforting me away from the challenges that usually waited ahead. And alcohol always left the gateway open for youthful minds to travel through. 2 sheets into the wind, on a graveyard shift, I remembered how I chose my bottles, grabbing their throats to lift their feet off the shelves. I used to choke its neck tight as the invisible noose wrapped around my own. Swallowing the worries of strange fruit always had a bitter taste inside my mouth, swishing from side to side, and sometimes I barely taste a drop. I used to pour out my own troubles, drowning myself inside my own misery, just to get an empty bottle that I can shatter onto the concrete. See, pain felt so snug in the glove of my pocket. secure underneath a twisted cap. But when the threads pop off of a loosened top, you get encouraged to drink them all. I grew brave, burning the owls of my esophagus, firing inside of my chest. See, they told me that it would make hair sprout out of my shirt. Something about my being a teenager made me want to be a grown man. See, Mama used to tell me to take my time, but my ego always chose to hurry. And after years of being unable to wash out my problems with liquor, I found another fix. So I wrapped myself inside tobacco paper, uniformed in a cigar outfit. This time I challenged my lungs and my chest to carry around my bullshit. I remember how high I felt flying away, cake crusading inside of its smoke. How heroic of me to face my situations as an adult. See, I'd leaped the building of hard to deal with in a single bound after a few deep pulls. The only thing that could bring me down was after I sobered up, which really only gave me the excuse to get high again. Only the wind beneath my sore felt like an edge as I stared down the leap. The suicide attempt in my contemplation again. But the neighborhood stores stay stocked for those like me. Boxfuls for those that would imprison themselves. Funny how trending throwing your life away is for young adults. And the coffins are big enough to grave a whole family. Trust me, I know. I used to wear hurt inside of my habits. It carried me around like a kangaroo pouch. Till one day, I could stand outside them with enough confidence to walk on my own. I'm good on time? When it comes to being a black man here in America, the hoodie is openly a garment of ill omen. Its cup-like lip when helmeting our head instantly turns us into a bad guy. Must be because when we wear them, we are automatically seen as a physical threat. And many who have found comfort underneath them have also met their fatal end. Is it the way the hood casts shadows on brown skin that weaponizes us to be a villain? The way it shades on our grin like poplar tree leaves us with a crooked smile? Is it cloaking to dagger like knives in one's eyes, fitting us for pine boxes like white sheets on corpse? Its grim reaps must be demanding our soul, 'cause somehow black boys keep ending up dead here. It's designer wear. You hear how often blacks are victims of fashion statements in America, gunned down maliciously, prime suspected whenever we have these head covers on. Unarmed yet armed men have found our outfits to be offensive. Tough to be comforting in these threatening garments. The fabric of our lives feels too much like dying. When we put on hoodies, we are gun range targets, caught in the aim of those licensed to carry, bottleneck ready for a shot to shatter the image of us in the distance. Does the hood appear to have dragged us out of our homes into the street for criminology? Are we somehow reminding of burning crosses on lawns? A mob of men set out to hang a human? Is there appearance of disguised evil in light of our wearing the hoodie? Are copper-skinned people sunk in the cuff of a hood harmful to society? I see it all the time. Opposing images of what evil is portrayed to look like. The aura of aggression baselined in the vibration of our melanin tone. And it felt like a question. How does one react in the presence of confrontational clothing? And how does America view a black man compared to a white man underneath a hood? Does the darker the skin determine what's threatening, or is he with fair skin a fleeing criminal too? A foreshadow to pedestrians passing, a reminder of being burnt at the stake. Has his skin shown a representation of hate gathering, a radical call to arms? Or are Klan's meetings held by Negro men? Are lynching something a melanin man started? Are blacks under hoods viewed the same as Caucasian men in this country? I don't know. But it felt like a question. Funny how love lost of a young lady could make you want to change your batting average, make an athlete out of you, when all you know is win. But an L can push. Amazing the influence a person can have over their peers. Type of persuasion that can incite a riot. One that can leadership a pep talk that can literally result in a blowout. You don't have to play a sport to be victim of a slaughter. You could blindly walk into your own end game. You can see how and why they chose sporting goods, diamond equipment. Killing innocent black men has always been the official American pastime. They say the attack was 10 to 30 suspected young Italian men, enough to compete and fill the bench. 7 or more, ironically, wielding baseball bats, while the pitcher had an arm, a firearm to strike out the first black male to step up to the plate, meaning their neighborhood, the field of their dreams, the home run by them. The train station just blocks away when daylight dug out their image from in the distance. All this because a girl chose to Negro League game her way out of a proposed relationship, claiming one for herself, her own Jackie Robinson, one who would have her heart. As if a team captain of this caliber would allow for a stolen base. He wasn't about to drop the ball on this one. 2, 3, 4 apparently out of the league because their jerseys didn't match, meaning their skin complexion was too melanated to be from round here. So it must be them, the opposing team, the rivals that they were waiting for. And I figured you listen a little more deeply to the analogy of murder with baseball. But a brawl broke out. Bats were swung as if they didn't already have the numbers, the aggression, the home field advantage over their unexpected victims. With every attempt to beat the pants off their opponents, the 7th inning stretch, a bat swung at them. A lopsided display of fist pop up as if that wasn't enough to declare victory. The pitcher drew a gun, his loaded firearm, and fired from the mound like a score to settle, hitting dead center the chest of his target like a bat catcher's mitt, as if he had trained for this his whole entire life. The final strikes, one that will pierce directly into a heart. Game over. A 16-year-old black man was shot and killed after he and his friends were attacked by a mob of men, fisting baseball bats. One with the pistol, the ringleader actually, who deliberately took away his life. At a press conference, the homicide victim's father had this to say. He died because of what I did. I'm the one that gave him his color. He died because he was black. Some of the darkest words to be heard from a man in reference to his son. Darkening his complexion, blacker than the close of his eyelids even. I could hear his heart tear to shreds of confetti with each syllable he spoke, knowing he'll never hear his son's voice again, other than a mind trick inside his head. I could still see his melanated fist banging air. His stomach full of there should be more time on the table. I'm sure he could have said a packed rat mouthful of undigested hate and choked up blame, yet he regurgitated his soul out onto the floor, rose up his son in the bear of his cross, sacrificed himself to a heathen judgment in the claim of the life of his teenage boy. No father should ever have to bury his son. It's like watching you put yourself into the ground. You don't know death till you lose the fruit of your loins. He died because of what I did, he said. I'm the one that gave him his color, his spark, his demeanor, the sensation in the eye he reflects that emits his light from inside. He died because I put my armor off on him. I knew that there would be wardrobe issues, many of which I faced myself inside tailored eyes who denied their envy. I expected him to do his time as a man, eventually married, raising my grands, in bed with his plans, a successful black man. I never nightmared it to be a death sentence, knowing the imprisonment would be a life sentence. I trapped him inside the cells of his skin. He died because of what I did. I got time for one more. I don't want to leave y'all out on all that heavy. This piece is entitled What God Put You Here to Do. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. So we try to keep the memories made alive as the vessels that birthed them, minding them like big screen viewings, laughing, crying, even covering our eyes at times that we don't wish to see them displayed. But the brain is such a fascinating place. It's an honor to be one of someone's memories. You can black out a room by closing your eyes and still see the scene vividly. Even before there was cameras, people were doing remarkable things to impress each other. Songs, dances, comedic gestures, the things you think about when they are gone, especially when they have left us in physical form forever. So we replay their cleverness in deja vu, somber mutating to joy through tears, where we forgive their departure by embracing their existence. I know from experience, one thing that's hard to do is make other people see your visions and believe in you. So I wrote this for the actors who breathe life in the characters, from television to film that have captured our hearts, for the singers and rappers who left impacting impressions, inspiring us to be great by way of their music. I wrote this for the poets, the painters, and visual artists, for the comedians and those who gave powerful speeches. This piece is for the people, the spirits inside them whose expressions reflect life inside their artistry. Thank you for gifting us abundantly with your talents. Thank you for reminding us all the importance of creativity. Thank you for teaching us. We are all human, and our living doesn't cease with our physical demise. We all live on in the smiles and minds of the hearts that we have captured, the individuals we impact along our earthly paths. If I could shake your hand and speak directly to you, I say thank you for doing exactly what God put you here to do. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all vibing with me. I'm Mrwitzthepoet. That's MRWITZTHEPOET. Anywhere, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm a 12-time published author. I have 12 solo projects. I've been blessed to be in 2 joint projects, and as well as 3 group anthologies that consist of 40 to 50 other poets. So it's been an amazing journey. Please be brave, be bold. You know, only thing that can kill you is you. You know what I'm saying? God gave you your spirit for a reason, but the moment that you shy from that, they win over you. Anytime somebody can do something to get a reaction out of you, they win over you. So master your emotions. Much love. Thank y'all for hearing me.
Give it up one more time for Mrwitzthepoet, our feature this evening. There ain't nothing left to say. He said it all. I just want to say thank you to each and every artist that came up here and shined their light and just let the lights reflect off of you, because you are the star. The lights just make you shine even brighter than you already are. So thank you to each and every poet. Thank you again to our feet. I told y'all, mic drop. Listen, I told y'all. So again, we here every first Friday. Thank you, Access 21 Studios. Thank you to everyone that's behind the camera, in the back. Thank y'all so much. I am your host, Knoxlist. That's Knoxlist. Thank y'all again for spending our Friday night with us. Please get home safely. And, man, do what God meant for you to do here. And that's shine. Shine. So thank y'all. Peace and love. And we out.